Wisconsin with an exciting football atmosphere here at Camp Randall Stadium. The fans have dressed in layers, and we'll see some cold temps for the Wisconsin Badgers and the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's game. Brad Nessler, along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, here with you as we look to piece together the bowl and championship pictures.
Wisconsin is going to be all over the quarterback in this one. Having one of the most gifted athletes at the defensive end spot makes this defense that much better. And I'll tell you what else, Brad. This guy seems to get better with every single game that he plays.
And now it's time for the Coke Zero coin toss. Wisconsin is lined up to kick the ball off first, and we are ready to go. Kicks it off, and this game is underway. He'll return it from the 6. Tackle at the 31-yard line. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll start at the 31. We've got a 1st and 10. One-man backfield.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 31. Single set backfield. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And we got an injured player on the field. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 31-yard line. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Complete. And he's taken down at about the 37-yard line. And that brings up 4th down.
Great stop by the defense. They played with tremendous character on those downs.
And what's better about this stop is that it forces a punt. And hey, when a defense is only on the field for 3 plays at a time, it'll keep them fresh for the 4th quarter.
Heading for the corner. He's taken down at the 46. And he got good yardage on that one.
Yep, but that last guy didn't make the tackle. We'd be talking about 6 points right now.
One thing about this guy is how fluid of a runner. He's such a talent.
They line up in the jumbo set. Handoff, and he's met in the backfield. And he couldn't go anywhere on that run.
Nah, he couldn't go anywhere because there was no place for him to run. The defensive front got a good push and knocked that offensive line backwards.
They line up in the shotgun. Pressure coming, and he goes down. And they came with just too much pressure for the offensive line to handle.
Yeah, that's an excellent play by this defensive end to sneak by the tackle and get to the quarterback for a loss.
This kid is really a terror on the edge. Once he gets his hands on the quarterback, then the quarterback usually goes down.
Going long. It's broken up.
Not a lot of success for this offense on this drive, Coach.
The defense did exactly what they had to do, and that stopped them for 3 and out.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Calls for the fair catch. Not much luck the last time this offense had the ball. First and 10. Ball on their own 19. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Throws to the middle. And he can't make the catch. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. They go with the run. Slides down to the ground. 4 yards gained on that quarterback draw. It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Dangerous throw. This one's picked off. Here's an opening. Loose football.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they can just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
It's 1st down on the 8-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. And they make the stop at the 6-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
This kid's a real physical corner. He has no reservations about coming up in run support and putting a lick on a ball carrier. I love that.
He's scrambling. Keeps it, and he's got a touchdown. No one could break clear, so the QB decided to run it in.
You've got to like it when your leader takes things into his own hands, especially down inside the 10.
He makes the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin to kick. He kicks it off. He's to the 10. He's taken down at the 23. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Feeds it to the back. He gets to about the 31-yard line. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. It's 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They go with a run. They'll bring him down at the 31. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time.
I can't believe he held on to the ball after that hit.
Yeah, and I don't even think he saw that hit coming.
Ace backfield. He's tackled at the 37. So he got enough for the 1st down there.
Yep, nice call to run the ball there on 3rd down. I like it.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Ace backfield. Heavy pressure, and down he goes. And it seemed like they had no problem getting to the quarterback on that play.
Great call by the defensive coordinator to call the blitz. It left the defensive lineman free to get to the quarterback.
They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Complete. It's the junior.
A pretty nice game there for the quarterback. If he can keep this up, he's going to have some nice numbers at the end of the game.
High formation here. Caught out of the open. He's knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. First and 10. Ball on the 48. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. He gets another carry. And they make the stop around the 46-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
That's a nice play by the freshman corner to help out in run support.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 46. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Great concentration. A decent gain on the pass.
Yo, Kirk, good job by the quarterback here reading this play.
Yeah, the defense came with a blitz, and you're right. Great job by this young quarterback of recognizing the coverage and spotting the open man.
And they motion a guy to the left. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds. That one worked pretty well.
It's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work. That's a great tackle at the 9. This young guy is having quite a game, Coach. That's 2 interceptions now.
I think the quarterback just underestimates this kid's coverage ability. He needs to be a lot more careful when he throws the ball in that guy's area.
This is what this corner is known for. He has great speed and is very good in coverage. He's also showed off his hands a little bit today.
They go with the run. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
That's the cornerback that got in there and made that play, Kirk.
Well, he's known for locking down receivers, but that doesn't mean he won't come up and lay the lumber on the ball carrier.
He's in trouble, brought down. The cornerback came out of nowhere.
Where's the hot read? You gotta have a hot read when the corner is coming on a blitz.
Coach, I don't even think the quarterback knew he was blitzing.
This defense uses a very good blitzing scheme. It's easy to see why they are usually so successful.
An exciting first quarter comes to an end. The count here at Camp Randall is Wisconsin 7, Ohio State nothing. He's going to air it long. Knocked away.
That's good coverage right there. Way to react.
Yeah, and his hand might have knocked it down, but the reason that pass was incomplete was because his footwork allowed him to be in position to make a play.
You're absolutely right, Coach. It doesn't matter how good you are at finding the ball if your feet can't get you there.
Brought down as he tried to field it. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
This offense really has to avoid silly turnovers.
Yep, especially now. This offense is down a touchdown, so they could really use some points right here and now. They could do it if they could do it without turnovers.
And he's taken down around the 43-yard line.
11-yard gain on the play.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. On the ground with the tailback. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Well, the defense here did a great job of sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 40. Ace backfield. He lets it go. And this one's broken up. How about that one?
Well, the corner made a pretty athletic play here getting to the football, but you know what? That ball was up for grabs and could have easily been picked off.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Catches it. Caught, and he's hit immediately. It'll be short of the first after a completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he missed it right. No good. So they come up empty-handed there.
The snap was good. The hold was good. He just shanked it to the right.
Kickers have to have a short memory. Just go out and make the next one.
They're packed in tight on the line. Brought down around the 41-yard line. A pickup of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 41. From the gun. Quick strike to the receiver. And he's taken down at the 23-yard line.
Interesting call. The defense came with the heat that time. Problem was they couldn't quite get to the quarterback. And when you can't quite do something, that means the other guys will probably have a big play.
And you're right. That pass was good for a bunch of yards that time.
Into the back. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. Second and 7. Ball on the 19-yard line. So their last red zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time.
He just had too much on that one, Coach.
The quarterback put everything he had into that one. The problem, it wasn't accurate.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. My goodness, guys, that was a spectacular play by the wide receiver.
The coach has gone to great lengths to shepherd his receivers, and we've seen the results on the field.
He splits the uprights for the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin lines up for the kickoff. And it's off. Oh, man, did he take a hit. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 31. First down, 10 yards to go. It's the tailback. He's taken down around the 45-yard line. An impressive first down run, and man, he was flying.
That was almost... Adios, sweetheart. You better take a good angle on this kid, or else he is gone.
Going deep, lays it out there, and they tackle him at the 17. The receiver found a hole in the zone and turned it into a first down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
They're back in the red zone where they have really struggled lately. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. Second and 11. Ball on the 18. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They go with the run. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
Big-time play, taking that ball all the way in. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting a run.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Ohio State to kick this one off. He kicks off. Taken at the 5. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. This offense threw the ball extremely well on their last drive, and they ended up with a touchdown.
Yeah, watch out for this passing game again. Boy, when they are rolling, they are hard to stop.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on their own 30. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's on the run. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He's knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. And he manages to get out of bounds after that run.
Good running here. He manages to get to the outside and gets a nice pickup.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. Tackle made at the 49-yard line. And he couldn't manage to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, let's see how that affects them here in this situation.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 49-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Quick throw out to the receiver. Incomplete.
He just missed his receiver there.
He tried to fire it in there, but the receiver just couldn't catch up to it.
Going with the shotgun here. Now he's scrambling. Runs with it, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. He busted it open and kept the drive alive.
The thing I like about this kid is he's got that explosion. He goes pew, downfield, and he's gone.
Throws it deep. Tipped away. The safety got in there at the last minute.
Boy, that's a great job of preventing the score here. He got in great position and made a big-time play on the ball.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Fires deep down the right side.
This safety always seems to be in the right place at the right time. It's no surprise that he comes up with the interception here.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. The defensive back's moving in closer. Here's the run. Got a hold. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. Gain of 9. It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. They'll work from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Passes it to the middle of the field.
First down, just nickel and dime him. Nothing wrong with that.
It was a good play call. Just take what the defense gives you.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Ace backfield. He drops back. Throws to the tight end, and that falls incomplete. Kirk, he threw that one right into coverage.
Yeah, Brad, that is a cardinal rule. You never throw into tight coverage like that. There are a lot of guys out there that have so much confidence in their arms, they think they can squeeze the ball into a tight little space the size of a donut hole.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Back to pass. Looks left, intercepted. And now he's got room to run. To the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
They really took the pressure off themselves there. That was a great return for a touchdown, and it gives them some breathing room on defense.
Yeah, this offense has a lot of work to do now. They're really going to have to fight to get back in this ball game.
And he converts the extra point. Wisconsin is ready to kick it away. Kicks off. From his own goal line. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
Kirk, turnovers are to an offense what donuts are to a diet. They just mess everything up.
Donuts, turnovers. Yeah, I guess they're both bad.
Yeah, but a donut sounds really good right now, sweetheart.
We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 27. We're halfway through, and it's been a good one. The count here at Camp Randall is Wisconsin 21, Ohio State 7.
Ohio State 7.
He got all of that one. And this one's going to come back to the 20. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They come out in a goal line set. halfback with a carry. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. Second and 11. Ball on the 19. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. It's broken up.
Better way to get your hand up.
You can disrupt a lot of plays when you're in that defensive end position, especially when your head's up, and in that case, hands up.
The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. Wants it all, going deep. And they tackle him at the 26. That was a nice grab.
You know, when you look at this throw, it doesn't seem like the prettiest coming off his hand. But somehow the receiver makes a great catch, and they get a huge pickup.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it, and he stops short of the line of scrimmage.
I'm curious to see if they have the guts to go to the ground again after that play.
I'd say go for it. Give this running back a chance to get in a rhythm.
That's a good point, Coach, but only if they can get some positive yards.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. So they go to the air and pick up 6.
Yep, it was a great job of getting away from the pressure, and they ended up getting 6 yards on the play.
Nickel defense. Pressure gets there, and they bring him down. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
He gets it up. And it's wide left. No good. Well, they tried for 3, but they came up empty-handed. So we'll change possession with a score. Wisconsin, 21. Ohio State, 7. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Looks to pass. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. They didn't get much on that pass.
You know, this defense is too quick for plays like that to work. You got to mix them up a little.
Like I always say, Coach, anything is better than moving backwards.
Incomplete.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 36. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Looking for his man, incomplete. Excellent series by this defense, forcing them to go 3 and out.
And the offense really struggled on this drive. They're going to have to pick it up if they want to move the ball on these guys.
And this one is a beauty. From the 15. At the 40. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line.
Woo! There was nothing but green in front of him. That was a touchdown-saving tackle.
No doubt about it. That should have been 6.
They're packed in tight on the line. And they make the stop at about the 49. They keep it on the ground, and the halfback gets about 7 yards. They line up in the jumbo set. He's got the corner. He's pushed out of bounds at the 43. So we got a few yards on that carry.
You know what, guys? If you can continue to pick up small chunks of yards like that, you can really start to wear a defense down.
They come out in a goal line set. He'll get the call again. Tackle at the 30.
They need to go back to this kid. That was a great first down run.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. They come out with 4 linebackers. They try him again, and this time they've got him in the backfield. Great play by the big guy.
Man, this kid can explode off the ball. which is pretty impressive for a guy his size.
Yep, Coach. He showed that he has a very quick first step there as he got into the backfield to break up that play.
Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Knocked out of bounds, right around the 10-yard line. So with that run, they pick up another first.
It's a nice job again up front by the offensive line. They're doing a good job of neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Here's the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss.
This is a fabulous job by the linebacker of shedding a block and getting into the backfield.
Yep, the offensive line left the ball carrier out to dry there. Without better protection, he won't be able to go anywhere.
From the gun. Drops back to pass. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
Wow, he went down pretty hard there.
Coaches don't like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old coach get on his lineman to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. He's going to try and scramble. The 5. And he's tackled around the 3-yard line. That was a good pass and catch there, but still not enough for the first down.
That's not an easy conversion here on 3rd down for the offense. All the defense has to do is stay back, keep everything in front of them, come up and make a tackle.
Pretty good hold there to bring up the 4th down situation.
Looking to throw. What do you think of their choice to go for it there?
Let me say one thing about that coaching decision. Kick the field goal next time. He'd be a lot better off.
Well, I guess it's easy for us in hindsight to say that he should have kicked the field goal, but I thought that was a no-brainer to begin with. I think they'll try to get a few yards in the ground here and get a little bit of breathing room. Straight run, nothing going on there. That looks like a 1-yard gain.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Brought down at the 9. About 5 yards there on the fullback carry. So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. And down he goes at the 14. And he gets the first down.
That guy just went pow and took it in. He wasn't stopping until he got that 1st and 10.
Single set backfield. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. It's not over yet, folks. We head to the 4th quarter. The count here at Camp Randall is Wisconsin 21, Ohio State 7. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 15. High formation here. Got it to the senior.
Besides going deep on the fade, the slant route is probably the most commonly run route against man coverage. If the receiver gets a good inside release, it'll be a new set of downs every time.
They'll bring him down at the 36. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. On the handoff. Watch out. Tackle made at the 41. And that's their 3rd first down of the drive.
Great blocking and great running equals very successful offense.
And they've looked really good on this drive, Coach. The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
Here's a throw, and it's almost picked.
They're very fortunate that pass wasn't picked off.
The quarterback threw it right into the hands of the safety. I can't believe he dropped it.
I don't think he can believe he dropped it.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Looking to throw. And he's finally shoved out at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I feel bad for the people at home who turned this one off.
Oh, yeah, that pass really provided a spark for this team. And, hey, this is only a two-possession ball game.
Oh, and this one is far from over. And that catch should give this offense a big boost to momentum.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Passes it, and it's picked off by the safety. And he hits him hard at the 32s. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep, and the safety made him pay for it. Great job of watching the quarterback's eyes and even a better catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. They'll get 2 on that one.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 34. They're packed in tight on the line. They go with a run, and he's brought down in the backfield.
They sure shut down the halfback on that play.
Boy, they were in the backfield in a hurry. The back just had no space to run the football.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on their own 32. Going with the shotgun here. He's going to try and scramble. He airs it out. Can't pull it in.
Pass ball complete. The 22, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 4th down. Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Punts it away. Gets a block on the corner. Down the sideline. He gets hit out of bounds. Right around the 36-yard line. Nothing too fancy there.
Yeah, I'll take those yards over dancing all over the place and getting nowhere any day.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Throws right, intercepted. And credit the safety with that last interception.
He knew exactly where the quarterback was going with the football. It's not always about athletic ability. You've got to be a smart player and know what's going on out there.
And that comes from breaking down film of the opposing offense and paying attention all week in practice. This safety was ready for today's game.
1st and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. On the ground, right side. And he's tackled at the 34. Couple of yards there.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. To the right and tackled immediately. The running back gets a yard, maybe less.
1 yard.
Great play by the senior linebacker to step up in traffic and make that tackle.
He's been making plays like that his entire career. That's why he's out there.
And a new halfback checks into the game. Scrambling around. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He goes out of bounds at the 49.
This quarterback has some wheels, and he used them to pick up a 1st down.
First down, 10 to go. They come out in a goal line set. And he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
On the play. The defense calls a timeout.
Second and 6. Ball on the 47. They line up in the jumbo set. Gets a block on the corner. Tackle made at the 41-yard line. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. Going with the shotgun here. Can't find anyone open. Runs with it, and he's got room. A good open field tackle. They haven't been stopped on 3rd down this whole drive.
And that could be really frustrating as a defense because every time you have a chance to get off the field, you come up short and let the drive continue.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. 1st down. They come out in a goal line set. Takes it right and brought down right away.
This defensive end just showed us why he's much more than just a pass rusher.
Yep, I love this kid. He's a great run stopper as well as a great pass rusher. He's the real deal, Kirk. He can do it all.
And when you make plays like these, young men, you end up being named the Russell Athletic Player of the Game. Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. What a play, and that is 1st and goal. So more yards from the quarterback, and that puts him at 100 yards rushing for the day.
When you have a dual threat guy like this, it's very important for the defense to lock in on him. Today, they haven't done that.
He can beat you in so many ways. No matter how well you plan for him, he always seems to be one step ahead.
That score puts this game out of reach.
I'll tell you what, sweetheart, it's going to take an amazing comeback to win this game. But 3 scores is too much to overcome with this much time left.
You know, they wanted to close this game out, and that's just what they did with that touchdown right there.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Kicks it off. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
As the quarterback, you just have to get that last play out of your head. All quarterbacks make mistakes, but the ones that don't repeat those mistakes are the really good ones.
Steps out of bounds around the 29-yard line. Gain of 9. Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Here comes the screen, and they can't connect.
That ball should have been picked off.
This quarterback had too much faith in his arm that time.
Well, that confidence almost led to a change of possession. His man wasn't even close to being open.
This place is starting to get fired up. He's taken down at the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42. Bunch formation. And that just might do it. Intercepted. Tackle at the 46-yard line. Intercepted off the tip. What a great play by the D.
Way to locate the ball and come up with the pick. That is a great play right there.
It was a great play, but where was the receiver? When the ball is tipped, the receiver needs to go after it or just break up the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 46.
The offense calls a timeout.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Here's the halfback, and he's brought down hard behind the line. The D lineman wasn't letting anyone by him that time.
And the big fella did a heck of a job plugging up the hole where that play was supposed to go.
That guy's so big, Kirk, he doesn't plug up holes. He plugs up the whole line down there. Yo.
Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run, though. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. Wisconsin, 28. Ohio State, 7. Kirk, any final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Ohio State probably feels they should have won this game, but they just didn't make enough big plays when they needed to.
Well, folks, that's it for this edition of NCAA Football 09. Our thanks go out to everyone here at EA Sports. And remember that if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.